Hi folks, thanks for coming back. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying your summer. Today I just felt like showing you something tarot related that is totally weird. Of course, I think the title is gonna say it. I have this Magpie deck that is absolutely unfinished, but I feel just like sharing it with you and talking about it and showing you. And of course, we're going to get in depth about a few of these just to explain my choices and how they correspond to the tarot cards that I chose them for. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself because what is a Magpie deck? Sorry, I had to. And also, sorry, not sorry about the light. It's just what it is. I'm on a roll, man. I'm filming and I'm just doing it. Just deal with it. Is that a little bit better? I have no idea. It's summer and Anna feels strange. A Magpie deck. This is something that was made up maybe a couple years ago when this, I totally forgot the name, something something deck came out. Help me out in the comments. And people started making their own Magpie decks. So those types of birds, they go out into the world and find the objects and things, just whatever, things that are maybe shiny, that look like treasures to them, and they gather them all together. It's like this big collection that doesn't really fit, but still, I guess here we are making a whole. What people were doing, and I have done it so far very unsuccessfully and very messily, is go online or go to your local stores or find someone who has an incomplete tarot deck and pick out the cards that you like a lot. So you have different cards from different tarot decks, you put them all together, and they form one tarot deck, starting from Fool or Magician all the way till the last card, which would be King of Pentacles most of the time. So all 78 cards, but all or most of them from different decks. So my first issue was money, to be honest. I don't have the funds to go and create this amazing Magpie deck for myself. So I really started off with scraps, but that's okay with me. And second of all, it's size. I like different decks that have different sizes. Just the traditional modern tarot size is not the size that every deck comes in. And you can trim, yeah, but you might not want to trim that much because some cards are freaking huge. And unfortunately, of course, you cannot add to the dimensions of the card. So some cards are smaller or a different shape. And I have not found how to resolve that issue yet because I thought maybe I could stick some cards to, regular size tarot cards, but then you wouldn't get the nice different backs. I don't know. Anyway, it's in this little box. I'm starting off with some playing cards that I found, and also the title card for the Purple Triomphe de la Luna, Paradoxical, which I don't know what this card could be. The moon, obviously, but I have another title card from another color way for this one. And these are just playing cards, as I said, that I find on the streets because as a tarot reader, I like to play that game with the universe. So these can go in the deck, of course, but I just haven't done it yet. Let's see what I've got, and I'll try not to make this video too long. But please don't laugh at me because, some of these aren't even tarot cards. And like I said, let me just show you the Magician. This isn't even a card, and it's a horrible shape. What am I going to do with this? I might have to, as I said, stick it to another card. That sounded hostile. Anyway, this is, of course, a cutout from the box that Tarot of the Magical Forests came in. But I just love this Magician. So anyway, we're starting off with the Fool. This is actually a fake playing card, Joker, from a festival of people I know, Eldorado. But of course, It looks like a playing card, and it's Eindhoven Rock City. When you know, you know. And yeah, 2017. Okay, I guess I was there. I don't remember really, but it's a very rock and roll Joker, and of course, Joker would be the fool. So that's my fool. I don't know. I really like that. You've seen my magician. I have to fix this one because no way this is gonna be the shape of my deck. If I ever use it, guys, this is all types of weird. I have this scan of a vintage, what's this called? Albano Waite tarot deck that I had of just the High Priestess and maybe I think actually King of Pentacles. But I just love these colors and yeah, I mean, why not? All the spare cards really go in this deck. The Empress, this is an extra card that Patrick Valenza sent me years ago. This came along with my very first purchase of his deck, which is my favorite deck, the Triomphe de la Lune Paradoxical, the first Marseille edition. Yeah, Paradoxical Classic. And this card came along and it shows the parchment paper, you know, more warm toned version. And it's such a cool Empress. It's very shadowy. It's very cruel mother, jealous lady kind of thing, but it totally works. And again, I have no idea if I'll ever read with this deck, but I'm trying to make it into something. Remember this Blast from the Past? I actually colored in a Wild Unknown mass market tarot deck. And this is a deck I don't love, but I mean, this card, it works for me. It does. And with the red, don't you agree? Also, I trimmed it, not because I like trimmed cards. I actually like regular tarot size, but I had to because they were all wonky. Again, don't laugh. This is from the box of Polka Tarot deck, which I really love, the Pope. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to go in depth with this video. It's just showing cards, I guess. These are the ones I have. These are the ones I chose. This is from the Yeager Tarot. It's a vintage deck out of print, and I bought it at some point. The majors are all so cool. I think this is gorgeous, from 1975. But the quartz and the numbered cards, the minors, awful, awful, awful. Aha! Another Patrick Valenza one. Of course, this would be Strength. This is one of those oracle cards, right? That he adds. And here we have this experiment that I really liked doing but didn't finish. Actually, I did finish the revised challenge, I guess, for myself. I think I started this maybe before the lockdown, I'm not sure. But this is a hermit that I drew. And I definitely, of course, took a lot of inspiration of Pierre Marinier, pretty sure. Those types of tarot decks. With the blue hand, that would be Jodorowsky's influence, which I like. It's like a being in touch with the spiritual world. I really like that symbolism. And as I only have a few drawn majors, I put them in the deck. I actually love this Wheel of Fortune card by the Druidcraft deck. This is a deck that I received. It was all cut up already and somebody had just butchered the deck basically and sent it back and probably got their money back. And then when I ordered the deck, they sold the cut up version to me. I wrote to Book Depository, RIP, and we miss you. Which they're so nice. I wrote to them, guys, I think you've made a little mistake. Here's a picture. They asked for a picture of the cut up deck and they immediately refunded me and I was able to order another one. So I have one Druidcraft, which is all fine, and this is one of the first ones, and so that's why the cards are a little smaller. But I always liked this wheel. It's so purposeful and it's so pagan, and actually it looks like someone I know. Another one of those Patrick Valenta Oracle cards. I mean, isn't this justice? Yes, it is. Guys, it would bring me so much joy if all these cards, because this is what it looks like, would be the same, have the same dimensions, you know? But I just don't feel up to it to actually, for instance, scan every card and then print them out and just for myself, right? I'm just thinking out loud at this point, but I'm not up to doing that. But I guess that would be a way to have them all the same size and not be ridiculously small. Probably the back of the box. I love this one. It says Solvent Coagula on his arms. House of God. That would be the tower. What do I have here? Oh, right, the star. I guess I see the star in this, even though it says number 10. But there are a lot of stars. And then that's why it feels like somebody is breaking stuff in my street. It feels like a wish, basically, this card, because with every one of these bird ladies, there's something positive. There's love, happiness, peace, and hope. I mean, hope for the star. And then the middle one, the big one, it says, the bluebirds flew home at last. Wow. I mean, of course, I associate that with the star card. This is my moon card. This is the title card from the original, you know, the first Triomphe de la Luna that I bought. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's... Is it different than the other ones? I mean, of course in color, but also the border. Oh, he changed that. I hadn't even noticed. Funny. Oh yeah, title card from the Halloween Tarot. This is such a spooky sun card. I mean, the sun, you know, just an orange circle. After the moon, you have the sun, and it's of course, it's an Arcana deck, so it's a creepy one. I adore this deck. After the sun, Judgment, yes, all right, but then I used this beautiful one. Isn't it something like Awakening or Rebirth? I forget now, but from Druidcraft. And I really, really love that idea of coming back. Then here's another card that I drew, but didn't color in, but I kind of like it this way. Le Monde, so the world or the universe. Let's get into the minors. I don't have all of them. So, the tree. Okay, this is, you know, an extra card that Patrick sends because this is from this larger sized Secret Pocket Oracle. And even though tree could be Earth Pentacles, I decided this would be the Ace of Wands. Looks like it's kind of on fire. Then here, is this 2 of Wands or 3 of Wands? This is an extra card that you get in the Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial Tarot deck. It's a mom and child, and even though there are 3 trees here in the background, I think I consider this the 2 of Wands, because 2 of Wands is so much about preparing, and this we see a mother preparing her child to go into the world. You can actually see the child, you know, almost very Rider-Waite-Smith like, being ready to move to his future, but still being very attached, literally, to his mom. 4 of Wands, I just liked this one because it's very I-like, of my own colored in and trimmed and edged Wild Unknown, which is a deck I don't use on its own. 5 of Wands, apparently I don't have. 6 of Wands, again another coloration that I liked, and then basically I picked out my favorite cards from Wild Unknown. Yeah, I think. 7 of Wands, this was an experiment. At some point I had just printed out some Moroccan Fez tarot cards, not all of them, and I made my own back. And I always like the Seven of Wands. This is so powerful. So why not? You know? Again, a Druidcraft card, Eight of Wands. I like this depiction. I don't have 9 and 10 of Wands. I do have Page of Wands. At some point, if I actually use this deck, I'm not sure if I will. It's just a fun little thing to do. I'm gonna have to label them, right? This is one of the title cards of another one of my favorite decks, Crow's Magic. And I see in this picture the Page of Wands. It looks like a young bird and very fiery. No knight, but I do have Mother of Wands, and I love how the red came out. Then I have the Roi de Bâton. These are just blank. One side is very smooth and glossy, and the other one is like craft paper. Moving into the swords, extra card of, ooh, I liked when this Secret Pocket Oracle had these backs. So, of course, swords would be arrow. I really like this Two of Swords Druidcraft. This is so fun, actually. Oh yeah, so this is the actual Pierre Madenier tarot deck that I got from Yves Reynaud. This is like a extra card with a message on it, and I sold the deck and I forgot I still had this card because I had put it in this deck already. I'm not sure if the one who has the deck now would want this, because after all there is a handwritten message to me, addressed to me on the back of it, but oh man, do I love the Marseille Three of Swords. I've considered this one as a tattoo many times, but yeah, I just love those branches. Four of Swords is one of the cards I, at some point, found on the street. But then I also have this one, also by Patrick Valenza. Beautiful back. So I guess I get to choose. This has to be Five of Swords. Yeah, it's that nagging feeling of the Five of Swords where you feel, okay, so I won and I got away with it, but why don't I feel happy? I feel terrible, actually. That's what this is. And that is just one of the many interpretations of the Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Another Moroccan Fez little print. Moroccan Fez is so cool. All the fine lines. This has a story. Wow. Okay, so Seven of Swords here in the Thoth deck. This is a 1986 A.G. Mueller with the great, wonderful cardstock. I only have 2 of these because actually this dear friend of mine gifted me her deck. It's a newer edition, but she had used it. But in that deck there were 2 of these older cards, and she told me afterwards, because I asked about it, that a dog that they used to have chewed up this original 86 deck that is actually sought after, and they only have 2 cards that survived. And so now they are in this deck because these feel amazing. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords, I liked this one because it's crazy, and also the colors in the color wheel. I was really working with that, just like Thoth does while coloring this deck. In the color wheel, yellow and blue are opposites. And that feeling of being in between and uncertain and very stressed out of the Nine of Swords, it makes sense that it would be polar opposites almost in the colors of the card. I am not explaining this very well, but I think you get it still. Then here we get a very dreamy Ten of Swords. I love this depiction. It's not Ten of Swords at all. I made that up, but it's from the Pamela Coleman Smith commemorative or centennial deck or set. This actually reminds me of the choice of interpretation or approach of the Halloween tarot Ten of Swords, Ten of Bats in that case, because there we see a lady lying down and it's almost as if there's a mist or water or something, a veil over her, and then there's the bats. They represent the swords and the doubts and the fears, etc. The bats flying over her. And so this kind of feels the same because, yeah, there is a person lying there, and it's as if the ghosts of the past, good or bad, truly, are passing through that person's mind. So Ten of Swords, a little softer than it can be, right? I like her because when I put on a blue scarf, which I own, I look like her. Princess of Swords, Druidcraft. I don't know what this would be. Maybe the King of Swords, another Crow's Magic title card. I think that would be the King of Swords. Heir of Air. That's how I read the Kings anyway. Looks kind of cold also, why not? And it has the bird's eye view, the overview. I think that would be the King of Swords. So we're missing a few court cards there. Beautiful Ace of Cups. I always like this one. It's so weird to see them so small. Two of Cups. Again, same story. I accidentally sold the small Centennial deck in a tin without the extra cards. And now they're in this deck. Forever, probably. I made this into the Two of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups. Mother and daughter, they look like to me. So there's that idea of support and especially emphasizing female support. It's very Rider-Waite-Smith, I guess. Four of Cups is actually a postcard that a friend of mine gave me. And it gave me very serene Four of Cups idea. But then also the shadow side, what can I say, is present. Five of Hearts, Five of Cups, a playing card I found. And even though they look stained, I always try to wash them best I can. Because of course I picked them off the floor outside. Six of Cups. Again, I added these colors. There we go, beautiful. Even though it's sort of a negative card, Seven of Cups from the 1986 A.G. Mueller Thoth deck. Those are the two cards. So, 2 sevens. Interesting. A Deviant Moon card. I don't own the deck, but I got this extra card at some point. Eight of Cups. Why not? Beautiful colors. Nine of Cups. Again, a card I found. This is Ten of Cups. Again, Pamela Coleman Smith extra card. Yeah, I think I'm interpreting this as Ten of Cups in the sense where all of these people, whoever they are bringing their hearts or their cups to this sacred place where they can have their own vision of their own beautiful happily ever after future realized. Yeah. Page of Cups. Yes, this actually probably is the Knight of Cups to me. Actually, probably because it looks so much like the Knight of Cups in the Triomphe della Luna deck. I love this. And then this one would be the Queen of Cups. Trying to understand what's in the cup and seek the good things, but also to suck out the poison. Yeah, I got some extra cards here. Maybe I wanted to make this into the King of Cups because I have the other side. I'm not sure. Oh, that is possible. That I wanted to make that crowned full moon the King of Cups. No, he looks more like the King of Pentacles than King of Coins in the Triomphe. Know what I'm talking about? The one with the puppet? Okay. Controversial thing, maybe. But I don't know how I even own this card. It's a trimmed large Thoth Unicrystal Hexagram Crowley card. Famously, of course, printed upside down. But I use this. I don't use this deck, but I have this as the Ace of Coins. We don't have 2, 3, or 4. We do have 5 from Moroccan Fez. 6 we don't have. We do have 7, which is again a card I found. 7, another 7. Extra card from Deviant Moon deck. I had this one framed, but then it came here. We don't have 8, we don't have 9, we do have 10 of Pentacles, which is just, again, the extra card from the Tin deck, Centennial. And this to me is 10 because it's a family. Why not? Very homey family. My little page of Pentacles from the Magical Forest box. Mother of Pentacles. So we don't have the Knight, but I just love this one. And I remember I tried mimicking also the colors of actually the Albano Weight deck. And then this is the other scan that I was talking about of the Albano Weight deck that I had. Random other card just because I liked the purple sky and the green and just the bright colors, really. King of Pentacles. And that's what it is. Now, I'm actually thinking this one, which is an extra card from my Golden Rider, could be the 8 of Discs because it has all these books, or rather decks, that A.G. Mueller at the time had published. It's reminiscent maybe of the 8 of Discs in the Crow's Magic Tarot with the books and stuff. I don't know, just an idea. Then maybe I could use this helpful little Kabbalistic Tree of Life that I've made. That could also be 10 of anything, but I don't know yet. I don't know. So I didn't really go in depth at all, did I? How could I? This would have been way too long a video. And then also, I don't have that much to say. It's just the cards that I liked, that I picked out of decks that I really didn't use and don't even see as tarot decks really in my collection at all. Or just extra cards, the ones I received, and also some playing cards that I found. I have yet to find a tarot card. That would be amazing. In the street, I mean. But it all just came together. It's just stuff I randomly find and just randomly collect and put together. And this is supposedly my Magpie deck, which I doubt is a deck I'll ever really use. But in the meantime, it's just such a fun project. It's nice to be able to organize, I think, the extra cards that you have in this way. And for instance, use the talk boxes that tarot cards come in that you would usually throw out maybe. Turn them into cards for your Magpie deck. Okay, I am officially looking very orange now, so I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think of this weird little project of mine. I remember some of you requesting seeing this video probably a year ago. Yes, it took me this long and it's still not finished, but I did have something to show you and I had fun. I hope you had fun as well. Have a wonderful week. Bye.